Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and that is a 16 by 20 inch canvas, and I'm going to continue playing fast and loose with paint like I have been. I think I want to take the top right off that. This is a Prussian blue, and it's not inexpensive. It's not like using the black like I did the other day. Maybe I should open that not over the canvas. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead because I love how it sells and try and do something similar to what I did. I'm going to push it the wrong way first. I'm going to let it try and flow toward the edge as much as possible without flowing over the edge. Can I do that? Maybe I can, and maybe I can't. Anyway, I'm going to, whoops, definitely can't if you're going to do that. Hopefully you can see all of that. And this stuff stains like a son of a gun, so when I say I have to wash my hands, you're going to understand why. I may have to rinse a finger off. Anyway, so I'm going to let that run. I really want that over there. I want a nice thick layer. And hopefully I'll be able to do that again on the other side. I could pull out an edge catcher. I do want something shiny on the edge of that. Maybe I require, with the blue, maybe I require a spatula. But I'm just going to wipe my finger off and have it done. Alright, so I used the white. This time I'm going to use the white pearl. That's all there is to it. I see that thing that does not belong. I'm going to be stained blue, I can tell. Now, because I had poured this out of a large bottle last time, it's not really exactly the same animal. And it may not be the same in any regard, actually. So I'm going to let that go back right down in there. And that way, and this way, and then just push a little. Because I'm going to be using my basting brush again, as you will have figured out by the title. I'll let some of that go right over the edge. The white pearl is actually a metallic from Anita's, and it dries very sheer, but it shouldn't make any difference. It's a primed canvas. Yes, I am going to try and make that puddle go over there. And then I'm going to wipe off my finger again. And this time, I'm going to give myself permission to go the right direction first. I'm just going to stick my fingers in there because it seems to be the best way to work for me with this particular method. I may be wrong about that. Somebody will tell me for sure. But I want to use this beautiful turquoise color shift. Usually I would have had a little slightly more even quantity of that. I don't really have exactly what I was planning on doing, but it's okay. I'll figure it out. That is an expensive experiment, but that's okay because I'm going back this way. And then over here. And I think these two things together make something really interesting. Let's do the gold again. See, the space in between keeps them from piling up. She says that. But does she really mean it? I'm just going to keep moving that back and forth a little bit until I see some spaces fill in. And I'm going to try not to let myself get too... Oh, there's no polite word for that. Not get too distracted. That's the only polite word I can come up with. That's polite enough. I want some of that over there on the edge, because it needs it. I've got paint on my finger, so I'm going to use it. I really like to have a fairly thick quantity of this. That looks like I could use. I kind of want to waggle. I really want to waggle a lot. I don't know why I want to waggle so bad. Probably because I always want to waggle. Just because I can. That's the name of my book on the Amazon link below the video under Show More when you click it. You'll find some other cool stuff there too. Do I want to try that down here? Because I can? Because I know once I get into it with the basting brush, unless something occurs along the way, it's not going to be the way it works. I see you, schmutz. See if I can get everything to come the right way. I don't know. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to pull that over to the edge. You know, let everything go that way and then that way, hoping that, but not actually expecting it to work out exactly as I thought, and having to add some more paint, and that's okay. If in doubt, blow it out. I think that worked well, so I'm happy about that. We only got one purple stripe in the center. Do I really want to turn this way? There will be nothing to hang on to. Okay. The old here goes nothing. I'm still going to do what I've been doing. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do it a little more thoroughly and lead it right up to that other edge. And check out my other side and see if I've got enough of my paint leaking over the edge to cover it. If I can get it to the edge, paint leads paint, and since there's a nice heavy quantity of that, I imagine once it starts to fall over a little bit, I can probably cover most of that, but I need it to come back. Yeah, I know. We might as well call it finger painting 101 right now. So much for pouring. I did pour the paint onto the canvas. I'm going to put the top back on this because I think that will help facilitate what I have in mind, if I can get it to go back on without too many things stuck in the threads or come out at all. Well, there we go. That's not going to be helpful if I can't get the paint to come out. Wow. Okay then. I have a slight emergency. I left a painting out and now it has blue, Prussian blue on it. Oh well. It is what it is. It's become a Jackson Pollock product. Sorta kinda. And I am just gonna lead all of that right through here, no matter what's on it. That was distressing. I don't know if this is my finest hour, probably not. Oh well. Let's knock some of that off. That's all covered. Now let's do what I was doing. Let's make sure. Oh look, I have a lot of paint right on my spatula. Plenty of it to use on that edge. So I'm going to stick my fingers right in it. I have learned a valuable lesson. Do not empty your stuck tips with a painting in the area. Bad girl. Alright, so I'm going to do what I did before and hope it works. Again. With a slightly more of a curve. And I'm going to let all of that paint get rinsed off, because I got nothing else to do with it. And then I'm going to attempt to wipe it off as I go, so I can keep that color in the center clean. Assuming I want to do that, we'll see. There might be a little more Prussian blue there than I anticipated. Yeah, I need to go all the way over there, don't I? And I need that residual paint on the basting brush, no matter what I think. Because it makes the paint patterns. If you don't drag too deep, you get a different effect than if you go deep. So that's pretty cool. And looks like I can drag multiple times and make more interesting patterns going over it more than once, which I really was kind of unnerved about doing, but I think I feel better about it at the moment. It might be a little more intense than I anticipated. That's cool. I'm good. That worked out well. In spite of all the foibles along the way, I'm going to have to go check my painting in a second. So I'm going to tell you guys starting right now that I'm going to torch to release the bubbles in the paint. And if you shop my Amazon link, you help me out at no added cost to you. I love you guys. There's 65,000 of you subscribed. Thank you all who have been watching the videos longer to help my placement on YouTube, get my videos better placement. I appreciate the thumbs up. I see that that's right down to canvas, and I made something to make sure that that's not the way it stays. Beautiful colors. So I do sell my artwork, and I do give lessons. I keep seeing more of them. I do give lessons at the house, at the studio in Spring Hill, Florida. If you want to inquire about anything at all, please feel free. I will be happy to get back to you as soon as I see that you've messaged me. I do get back to everybody as quickly as possible. It's not always the most timely thing. So what else do I need to tell you guys? I have Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook albums full of YouTube wet and dry artworks on a group on Facebook called Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors. I think the Prussian blue is too thick. Thank goodness for that GAC 800, I gotta say. But it's going to be beautiful no matter what, and that does not belong there. I'm not sure what I didn't tell you guys. Let's see. I always remember, please give me a thumbs up. It tells the YouTube algorithm to put my videos up more often. And on the end screens of this video, there's a contest where you can see the prizes included on a video of 10 by 20 artworks for June 8th, 2019. And if you contribute to the studio, you'll be automatically entered. And you can find that PayPal or Patreon link under the video. And also, I see that gap. And also, you can find it on the YouTube channel header. It is what it is. And I caught it before. Yeah, you got to be a little careful and make sure that all the canvas is covered. It probably wouldn't be the end of the world if it wasn't, but I don't like gaps. And I can see that bubble right there. And if you don't have a nice torch, and I recommend that you do get a nice torch, you will be susceptible to the pits, literally. When air bubbles pop, they leave a pit because you can't see them all as you work on your artwork. But you'll certainly see them the next day after they pop while they dry. Alright, so I totally love you guys. I totally love your comments. I really appreciate them. I tell you that all the time. But you make my day, and you know that. So thank you again. Thank you for all the contributions that have kept me painting so far. And if you want to be of assistance and you can't do it any other way, just watch some more videos, please. The longer you watch the videos, the better off I wind up being, and the more likely I am to stay doing this for all of you. I love you guys. I told you that. I just tell you that endlessly because I love you so much. All right, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, at Expressionist Art Studio going, I'm really glad I did that experiment, even if it had a few sort of issues. All right, bye for now. Priscilla out.